in the history of movies. Avatar passed Titanic yesterday. Officially now, Titanic has made $1,859,000,000 at the box office in 6 weeks.
Gee whiz, that's incredible.
And James Cameron doesn't really direct a lot of movies, does he?
No. No, he did, of course, Titanic. He did the Terminator. And there was another big one, too. But, I mean, everything he does seems to be huge.
Yeah.
Because he's usually breaking ground.
Uh-huh.
He's usually doing something that hadn't been done before.
Well,
He
they
did
said
that with Titanic.
Yeah, and they said yesterday that there is going to be a sequel to Avatar, and now because of the technology that he's come up with in this original movie, it's going to be so much cheaper to make the next one, but it'll still make as much money on that.
I think it said it took them 6 years to do this one, with all the computer stuff they had to create and invent and,
They
figure out.
They showed how that worked yesterday, and the actors that were playing the characters in this make-believe land, they all had this headgear on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was really incredible how they put this thing together.
It was really amazing. And you've seen it, what, twice?
I've seen it twice, and
We'll see it
probably
again.
will go back again.
And you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
And, well, that's true. No, never mind. I won't get into that. And tell her it's a love story. They do. Tell her they have long tails, but they still fall in love.
Well,
It's kind of like a Disney movie about puppies that fall in love, sort of.
Well,
Okay.
my understanding is when you buy the DVD when it comes out, they'll have a love scene in it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that.
Well, there is one in there that they don't have on the screen.
Well,
Yeah,
they
took it out.
wanted an extra reason to sell DVDs, so
because you're not going to be able to see that in 3D at home. So
you wouldn't want to.
652.
It's really a cool movie. Now, will you go see it again?
Yeah,
too?
I will. I want to go see it
Will
on the IMAX.
you go see it on the IMAX?
I want to see it on the IMAX, yeah. And that's what's making all the money.
Yeah,
It made another $36 million last 6 weeks.
That's the way to see it. If you have not seen Avatar yet, IMAX in 3D.
In fact, our movie expert this morning, among other things, he's a movie expert. Warren Pepper's on the phone. Warren, good morning, buddy.
I couldn't help but, and if you guys have talked about this all ad nauseum, you can just hang up on me and move on. But the whole Avatar thing, I don't know what you have said or thought about it. I walked out of that movie. I saw it a week ago yesterday. I was dumbstruck by it. I was mesmerized. I could not get over what I had just seen, to be honest with you, when that movie ended. That was some amazing piece of work.
I went, Gary saw it first on a regular screen.
Okay.
And then I saw it on with 3D glasses on a regular screen. And then Gary went back to see it in 3D on the IMAX screen.
Incredible.
Oh, okay.
And I remember coming back and telling him, because he talked about how good it was, I said, until you see it in 3D, I said, you feel like you're just walking right there on the limb. It's the most amazing visual experience at a movie theater I've ever had in my life.
That's exactly how I felt. I saw it in a regular theater with the glasses, and it's almost 3 hours. I never got up, which that's a record in itself. Not to have to.
I'm with you.
There's some business, but and I also never looked at my watch.
One time.
The whole time.
It's an incredible movie.
My first reaction, I just sat there. I rarely even look at the credits, to be honest with you, but I was still so stunned about what the heck had just happened that my first thought was, wow.
Exactly.
And then I said, you know what? And I told somebody in the lobby as I was leaving, I said, I think it might be the best $8 I've ever spent. I don't know.
Well, if going to a movie is meant to take you someplace else for a while, then this movie is the best that has ever been made.
Now, I've read a lot of things since beyond all that's done at the box office as it regards people being depressed when they got out of there.
I read that too because they wanted so badly to live in that world that they had just seen.
They couldn't find Pandora or whatever. I said, now, wait a minute. I was impressed by all that happened, but I wasn't trying to go find some 9-foot tall blue person running around and make friends with them.
Well, we've got one back here in the sales department. If you come on over here for lunch, I'll introduce you.
I'll be right over.
Thanks for checking, buddy.
See you guys.
Test drive the all-new 2010 Nissan